Welcome, traveler. Tonight, we journey far beyond familiar skies to a world forged in boron. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let your mind drift among the stars. Feel the calm as you float through space, approaching a planet unlike any other. As you drift closer to Planet Boronic, the first thing you notice is its soft, luminescent glow. Shades of pale aqua, glassy cyan, and crystalline white swirl together across its surface, giving the entire world a gentle, shimmering radiance, like a gemstone suspended in the dark of space. As you begin your descent, the upper atmosphere greets you with a delicate, whispering hush. Thin layers of boron-rich vapor form translucent veils of iridescent mist. They glide across your field of vision in gentle ribbons, shimmering with subtle rainbows that shift as you pass through them. Deeper still, the atmosphere takes on a cool, soothing clarity. It feels as though the air itself is infused with peaceful stillness, light, clean, and almost weightless. Soft glimmers float in the air, tiny reflective particles made of natural boron crystals, drifting like slow-moving stars suspended around you. Below, the surface begins to reveal itself, sweeping plains of pale turquoise mineral glass, sprawling crystalline ridges stretching for miles, and glimmering borat dunes that shift with a quiet grace. The planet gives off no harshness, no turbulence, only a smooth, serene welcome, as if its entire atmosphere is designed to calm the mind and soften every thought. Your descent slows as a soft glow rises to meet you, illuminating everything with a pale, peaceful radiance. Planet Boronic holds a world shaped by delicate minerals, crystalline formations, and an atmosphere that feels almost dreamlike, inviting you to step gently into its tranquil presence. The crystalline drift fields. Here, the surface of Planet Boronic stretches into vast crystalline drift fields, slow-moving plains of boron crystals that glide almost imperceptibly across the land. The ground beneath you is not fixed. It flows in silent motion, driven by deep mineral pressure and subtle thermal shifts within the planet's crust. Each crystal facet catches the low light of the sky, bending it into soft blues, silvers, and pale amber hues that drift like reflections on calm water. The air feels thin and clean, carrying a faint mineral clarity as if every breath is filtered through glass. Tall boron spires rise from the fields, forming natural corridors where crystal grains slide past one another with a gentle, whispering resonance. These drift fields are not empty. They are active in their own quiet way. Energy travels through the crystal lattice, redistributing heat, stabilizing the planet's surface, and slowly reshaping the terrain over centuries rather than moments. As time passes here, the fields subtly rearrange themselves. Ridges soften, valleys fill, and new geometric patterns emerge, guided by the internal balance of the element itself. Nothing rushes, nothing disrupts the flow. The drift fields exist in a steady state of calm transformation, teaching that life on Planet Boronic is not defined by movement or growth as we know it, but by balance, patience, and the quiet persistence of mineral time. By day, the crystalline drift fields of Planet Boronic glow with a muted brilliance. Light from the pale boron sun scatters across countless facets, creating slow-moving waves of reflection that travel across the plains. The ground shimmers rather than shines, its motion so gradual it feels timeless. Under this steady illumination, the drift fields appear orderly, vast sheets of crystalline matter, sliding past one another in deliberate silence, guided by the planet's inner mineral currents. The boron spires stand tallest during these daylight hours. They grow upward from the drift fields over long spans of time, fed by pressure from below and trace energy flowing through the crystal lattice. Their growth is quiet and patient. Each spire forms in layered stages, its surface etched with fine geometric lines that record centuries of slow expansion. As they rise, they refract light into soft halos that hover gently around their edges, marking their presence without dominance. As evening approaches, the sky deepens into cool indigo tones, and the drift fields begin to change. The reflections soften. Colors fade into translucent blues and silvery shadows. At night, Planet Boronic reveals its most tranquil state. The crystals emit a faint internal glow, not bright, but steady, like embers held beneath glass. The drift fields continue their motion, now guided more by internal heat than surface light, flowing in near silence beneath the stars. During these nocturnal hours, the life cycle of the spires becomes most apparent. Some stand fully formed, stable and luminous. Others, having reached the end of their growth, begin to release their stored energy back into the fields. Their surfaces dull, microfractures forming delicate patterns before the spires slowly dissolve, collapsing not with force, but with grace, returning their material to the drifting plains below. By morning, where a spire once stood, only a gentle rise in the crystal field remains, already smoothing itself into the larger flow. New spires will one day emerge from these same places, continuing the cycle. On Planet Boronic, nothing is lost. Growth and release are part of the same calm rhythm, unfolding endlessly beneath the quiet passage of light and night. The boron light arrays. The terrain opens into a vast, silent plain where pillars of icy blue light rise slowly from the ground, wide columns glowing like lanterns carved from the atmosphere itself. These are the boron light arrays, natural beams, generated as boron-rich particles react to subtle shifts in planetary magnetism. Each column pulses gently, expanding and contracting as though breathing. When they brighten, the air warms. When they dim, a cool hush passes over the land. The rhythm is slow, steady, and deeply calming, almost like the planet's own heartbeat reaching up to greet you. Soft trails of luminescent dust floats between the pillars, drifting sideways in graceful, ribbon-like arcs. They move with such smooth precision that the entire field feels choreographed, a quiet symphony of glowing motion in perfect balance. As you walk deeper into the arrays, the light becomes softer, wrapping around you like a warm, dusk-colored blanket. The ground beneath your feet hums faintly, an ultra-low vibration created by boron's natural ability to stabilize and distribute energy. The sensation is grounding, peaceful, almost meditative. You pause, letting the slow pulses of the planet ease your breathing into their gentle rhythm. Here, the world feels timeless, patient, and welcoming, a place where even the light itself chooses to move softly. The Boron Resonance Caverns. As you move on from the glowing light arrays, the land begins to gently slope downward. The air cools, carrying a faint mineral scent, clean, crisp, and subtly sweet. Ahead, an opening in the ground waits like the mouth of a sleeping canyon, the entrance to the Boron Resonance Caverns. Stepping inside, the world grows quiet, but not silent. A soft, steady tone hums through the stone, smooth, stable, and low. It vibrates through your chest, your hands, even your breath, creating a sense of deep inner stillness. The walls of the cavern are lined with naturally formed boron crystals. They grow in long, slender blades, each one clear, with a faint, pale green tint. When the cavern's resonance shifts, the crystals shimmer faintly, responding to the deep, natural frequencies of the planet. The deeper you go, the more the sound changes. It does not grow louder, only fuller, as though layers of gentle harmonics are blending together. Some tones float high like distant wind. Others remain low and grounding, strong as bedrock. The boron spiral conduits. Leaving the resonance caverns behind, you walk along a gently rising path that slowly curves into a graceful arc. Ahead, the terrain opens into a vast, circular expanse, an enormous natural formation known as the boron spiral conduits. From above, it would resemble a coiled shell. From within, it feels like entering a grand, open labyrinth made of smooth, mineral pathways. The walls rise in spiraled layers, each tier composed of shimmering, boron-rich stone. Soft streaks of pale green and faint silver run through every surface, catching stray reflections of light and bending them in slow, fluid patterns. It gives the impression that the stone itself is breathing in a calm, deliberate rhythm. As you walk deeper into the spiral, a gentle vibration travels through the floor, lighter than in the caverns, more delicate, like a soft whisper of energy moving beneath your feet. Every step feels synchronized with the planet, as though the conduits guide not just your path, but your attention. The air here is warm and extraordinarily clean. It carries a faint mineral brightness, refreshing with every breath. The atmosphere thickens with serenity the farther you travel inward. Halfway through the spiral, the walls begin to hum with a drifting resonance. Tiny boron microcrystals embedded in the stone respond to your movement, sending faint glimmers across the walls like ripples of light skipping across water. In the very center of the spiral stands a smooth, circular platform. It glows with a soft green radiance, gentle, steady, and soothing to the mind. Here, the planet's energies gather, swirl, and settle in calm rotation. The sense of focus is almost magnetic. Stillness expands, your thoughts slow. The spiral conduits function like a natural relaxation chamber, a place where boron's stabilizing energy flows inward, groundward, and deeply into your awareness. This is the quiet heart of Planet Boronic, where calm collects in graceful loops. Departure from Planet Boronic. And so, with the final observations complete, the quiet world of Planet Boronic seemed to exhale around you. A slow, shimmering release, like cooling metal returning to stillness. The soft wind carried that familiar crystalline hush, the sound of boron-rich sands settling into their eternal patterns. The pale turquoise horizon curved gently, its glow brightening into a luminous mist that marked the thin, mineral-dense atmosphere of the planet. As the ascension proceeded, the ground below shifted from detailed textures to broader strokes, hexagonal mineral plates reflecting pale silver light, with frozen boron ridges radiating outward, like the roots of an ancient tree. Also, calm, glassy basins of boric vapor, slowly drifting upward in soft spirals. The air outside grew thin and translucent, and the first glimmers of space appeared above, deep violet at the edges, blending into a vast, silent black. Tiny flecks of crystal dust follow you upward, carried by the planet's delicate magnetic currents. They twinkled like a loose trail of stars, guiding you toward the exosphere. As you finally broke free of the atmosphere, Planet Boronic revealed its full sphere below, an elegant orb of muted silver, cyan, and faint rose hues, wrapped in a thin halo of shimmering boron vapor. The quiet hum of space returned, that soft, endless stillness that felt almost like entering a dream. Ahead, the dark expanse waited with its patient, cosmic calm, and Planet Boronic slowly drifted behind, glowing like a mineral lantern suspended in the infinite night.